Big Angie's happy as it finishes Brentford 0, Spurs 2. Take a look at what that means then at the bottom of the table for Spurs. They are 14th, 2 points adrift of Manchester United, 10 off Leicester in the relegation zone. Right then, tell me about this.
Plus 11 goal difference, by the way. What a wild season that is.
Oh. Well, let's whisper this.
Oh.
Uh-oh, here we go. Okay, what's going on? Nobody's watching.
Say it quietly. Spurs ground a result out.
Wow.
They were grinding today.
Yeah.
Because they were not good.
Okay.
They were not good.
Right.
They won 2-0, but they didn't play the perfect match, far from it. In fact, for long periods, Brentford were on top. Without creating... There was a few chances, but not a bunch. This was a kind of blood and guts, sort of sleeves up sort of performance. Basuma goes off and Sarr comes on. Obviously gets the goal, takes a bit of the pressure off. But it's one of the few times, and I don't know of the stats, where Spurs have taken the lead and they've actually walked away with 3 points rather than taking the lead, made stupid mistakes, lost the game, were so open, and Postecoglou has been getting an absolute pounding. It was 3 points in the bag, not a great performance, defended well, had a little bit of luck. And it takes him to the next sort of stage. Right. And that's where he had to get to, rather than going in there, trying to be super open again and losing and calls for his head, which is going to be every week for him. And they've got a big game on Thursday coming up. So it was a grinding Tottenham performance. I haven't said that for a while.
Pragmatic?
I think Craig probably described it a bit better, to be honest. Everything that he was saying was very, very valid.
Right,
yeah, I know, I'm sorry, it's not about you.
Oh, he was watching Man United.
And I think what impressed me the most is when you look at that starting lineup for Spurs, there's no way that I thought come the end of the game, the things we'll be talking about would be a strength of theirs. They fought hard, they ground out, they were defensive, they figured out a way to get things done. Because realistically, across the last, say, 2 months or whatever it's been, it's just been the exact opposite. They've been really open. They've looked really weak at the back. They've given up so many chances, conceded so many goals, and just looked a mess. But they found a way to get a result. And going to Brentford, throughout most of the season, has been a tough place for lots of teams to go. But now for Brentford, they've faced another disappointment. Because if you're seeing, say, Archie Gray and you're seeing Ben Davies playing as the 2 centre-backs, they're a long way from being Spurs' 2 first-choice centre-backs. You see Jed Spence playing left-back. He's an attacking right full-back. So you're thinking this is a big opportunity for you, but for them to keep a clean sheet, obviously a bit of luck within that. It's a big boost, especially knowing that you've got to go to Anfield on Thursday.
Well, that's my next question, Frank. What does this result mean going into that second leg of the Carabao Cup?
Really, nothing much because I'm with the guys. The way they played. I think Brentford must be very disappointed. The Bees deserve to win. Well done to Spurs, but it's mostly because of some luck for me. But and maybe some clumsiness from the Bees. But otherwise, they were so open. There were some stuff that I say, "Ooh, it doesn't work. They're gonna get back. Bees gonna get back." Well, they got the second goal and they go with the 3 points. Good for them. But yeah, I don't see them enjoying, the second leg and going through. I don't see that.
They weren't as open as they've been, but unless they've got good news around the corner with some of these players coming back, and that's a short space of time, then.
Is there enough money in the bank even if they lose against Liverpool and Villa? Then it's okay?
And Villa.
No, I don't think so. I think if they lose against Liverpool and it's not... I think if they lose against Liverpool and it's a disastrous result, and I mean it's a disaster if you lose, you don't go to your final, but what I mean is it's a walloping, it's a pasting, and that could happen, depending on what Liverpool team he picks and which one turns up. With this makeshift back 4 and a midfield that could be open, then if it's a 4 or 5 or a 6, then I think he could go. If they do go out, and I think that's the expectation, and it's tight, and then I think he'll move on. But I don't think there's too many more defeats in the bag for him, and that's why this game today was such a big one. But it's, you need to mention, Archie Gray and Ben Davies, for example, that are not natural. They're not starting centre-backs. They're not starting in the back 4. When everybody's fit, they're not starting at all. Ben Davies was out the side for a long time. Archie Gray's a youngster who's come in from Leeds. I actually think Jed Spence has done a really good job going in there, not in the, and even in the wrong side to what he's been. And I think he could at Tottenham do a job for them, or do a job for somebody. He's big, he's strong, he's good in the ball, he's quick. I think he's gone in there and done well. I think Ben Davies coming back in has helped him with a little bit more experience in Nous, even though he's a fullback. But I think it's just a waiting game for Postecoglou and possibly Daniel Levy waiting on the results and pulling that trigger unless Tottenham put an amazing run of results together, which I can't see.